Good morning, students. Now the exercise 6.6 problems given in the optional exercise 6.6. In this, so the entire concept taught in triangles to be applied, that is BPT, similarity of triangles and Pythagoras theorem and all. Let me start with the question number 1. Question number 1, in the figure 6.56 there is a diagram given. 6.56, PS is a bisector of angle QPR of triangle PQR. Prove that OS by QS by SR equal to PQ by PR. So let us draw a given diagram. PQR and PS is a angular bisector. That means these two angles are equal. So let me say 1 equal to 2. Instead of writing QPS and RPS, so let us say this is angle 1 and angle 2. This is given as PS is a angular bisector. Given angle 1 equal to angle 2. To prove QS by SR equal to PQ by PR. That is QS by SR equal to PQ by PR. We are given only these two angles are equal. There is no measurement of sides and all. So we need to prove the given condition. We have only one option, that is for the similarity of triangles, saying these two angles are equal is not sufficient. So we can go for BPT. Just let us think. Let us draw a line from R parallel to PS. So draw a line from R parallel to PS. Let it meet at T when QP is produced. So draw a line RT parallel to PS. It meet the line QP when it produced at T. So in construction, let us write construction. Draw RT parallel to PS. RT parallel to PS when, that is, it meets a QP at T when QP is produced. Okay. Now PS parallel to TR. Therefore, let us mark this as angle 3 and angle 4. Let us mark the angle. This is 3 and 3, 4. Now PS parallel to TR. So PR is a transversal. Therefore, angle 2 equal to angle 3. Angle 2 equal to angle 3. Alternate interior angles. So proof, in the proof, angle 2 equal to angle 3. Alternate interior angles. And angle 1 equal to angle 4, because QT is a straight line and PS and TR are parallel. So QT is a straight line and PS and PR are straight lines. Therefore, these two are corresponding angles. 1 and 4 are corresponding angles. Therefore, they are equal. That is angle 1 equal to angle 4. Corresponding angles. But angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 2 equal to 3, angle 1 equal to 4, therefore angle 3 equal to angle 4, therefore angle 3 equal to angle 4. Since angle 3 equal to angle 4, the sides opposite to these two angles are equal, that means PR equal to PT, hence PR equal to PT, sides opposite to equal angles, sides opposite to equal angles. Sides opposite to equal angles. Now consider the triangle QTR, QRT, QTR something, QRT, in triangle QRT, QRT, PS parallel to TR, PS parallel to TR, therefore by basic proportionality theorem BPT, we have QP by PT by BPT, QP by PT equal to QS by SR, QS by SR, but we know that PR equal to PT, so instead of PT we can replace PR, that is QP by PR equal to QS by SR, QS by SR. So this is what we need to prove, QS by SR equal to PQ by PR, hence prove. Question number 2, in the figure 6.57, D is a point on the hypotenuse of triangle ABC on AC such that BD perpendicular to AC, DM perpendicular to BC and DN perpendicular to AB. So prove that there are two subdivisions given. Let me draw the triangle first, diagram. A, B, C. This is a right angle triangle, ABC is a right angle triangle and BD perpendicular to AC, and they drawn two perpendiculars, one is DM, another one is DN. To prove the condition, first subdivision 1, dm square equal to dn into mc, dn into mc. Consider dn bm. Here dn and mb are parallel. Similarly, dm and nb are parallel because these two are perpendicular lines for AB. Therefore, these two are parallel. Similarly, these two are parallel. Therefore, dn bm is a rectangle. dn bm is a rectangle. Why I am telling rectangle is, first of all, dn bm is a quadrilateral. In the quadrilateral, the four corners are nothing but perpendicular. So the angles of the four corners are perpendicular 90 degrees. So therefore it must be a rectangle. We don't know the length of the sides and all, therefore we cannot say this is a square, so it is a rectangle. And in a rectangle the opposite sides are equal, therefore mb equal to dn. Therefore mb equal to dn as well as dm equal to bn or nb. dm equal to nb. So this is the first thing we have to write. Now consider the bigger triangle DBC in which DM is perpendicular. Already we have proved Pythagoras theorem using the concept only. Here let me write the angles like 1, 2, 3, here it is 4. Angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 1 plus 2 equal to 90 degree, angle 3 plus 1 equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle 3 equal to angle 2. Already we have proved in the Pythagoras theorem and all. So, angle 3 equal to angle 2, angle 1 equal to angle 4. Angle 3 equal to angle 2 and angle 1 equal to angle 4. So, we have to consider the triangles like this. See, CMD in triangles CMD and angle 3 equal to angle 2. Therefore, you start with DMB because here the angle 3 equal to angle 2. Therefore, I started with from C and perpendicular and another angle CMD. Here you have to compare with C equal to the angle 3 equal to angle D. Those start with D and go through perpendicular and likewise. So, DMB triangle and triangle DMB. So, DMB angle 3 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 2 because we have already proved in the proving of Pythagoras theorem, and also there is a common angle CMD equal to DMB each 90. Angle CMD equal to angle DMB each 90 degree. Hence, the triangles CMD similar to triangle DMB. Therefore, the triangles are similar means their corresponding sides are proportional to each other. Therefore, DM by BM. Therefore, DM by BM. Why I have written like this? Because in the proof we need to prove DM square. So, I have taken DM first. So, DM by BM equal to, here they are written MC. So, MC by DM. MC by DM by BM equal to MC by MD or DM. MC by DM. MC by DM. But BM is equal to DN. BM is equal to DN. So, replace it in the ratio. Therefore, it is DM by, instead of BM we can write DN. DN equal to MC by DM. So, by cross multiplication DM square equal to DN into MC. DN into MC. So, this is the first proof. Similarly, you can take these two triangles, that is DBN and DNA. In DBN, angle, right angle 5, angle 6 and angle 7, angle 8. So, show angle 6 equal to angle 7 and these two are perpendicular, and likewise you can prove, and similarly you can derive the result. So, that is your homework. Second part is your homework. Question number 3. In the figure 6.58, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is an obtuse, that is greater than 90, and AD perpendicular to CB produced. So, let us draw the diagram first. A, B, C, D. Prove that AC square equal to prove AC square equal to AB square plus BC square plus 2BC into BD. 2 BC into BD. Here we have two right angle triangles. One is ABD, another one is ACD. These two are right triangles. So first look at here, what are the sides involved? AC, AB and all. So we have to take first any one of the triangle. Let me start with the triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, so AC is the hypotenuse because angle D is 90 degree. So the hypotenuse square equal to, that is AC square equal to AD square plus DC square. AD square plus DC square. AD square plus DC square. But here there is no AD and no DC. So we need to replace this and all. So take another triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, AB square equal to AD square plus DB square. AD square plus DB square, or AD square equal to AB square minus BD square. So AD square equal to AB square minus DB square or BD square. Say this is first equation, say this is second equation. Substitute 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. So here we can write this as AC square equal to, instead of AD square, write AB square minus BD square. AB square minus BD square plus DC square plus DC square, that is equal to AB square minus BD square plus, how can we write DC? DB plus BC. DB plus BC the whole square. DB plus BC the whole square, that is equal to AB square minus BD square plus A plus B the whole square formula. So DB square plus BC square plus 2BD into BC. Here, so this is equal to AB square plus BC square plus 2BD into BC. This is what? AC square. Hence we have proved the first part. Question number 4. In the diagram 6.59, ABC is a triangle in which angle ABC is acute, that is less than 90 degree. AD is perpendicular to BC. So let us draw the diagram first. Here they mentioned angle ABC is acute, AD is perpendicular to BC. Now we have to prove AC square equal to AB square plus BC square minus 2BC into BD. 2BC into BD. The same way you can prove, that is, first take the triangle ACD, this ACD triangle, and next take triangle ABD. So in triangle ACD, AC square equal to AD square plus DC square, AD square plus DC square. Say this is 1. In triangle ABD, AB square equal to AD square plus BD square, AD square plus BD square, that is AD square equal to AB square minus BD square. Say this is 2. Substitute 1 and 2, and you can write DC as BC minus BD. So DC, here DC equal to BC minus BD and the whole square put, and when after expanding you will get the answer. So it is also the remaining part you do. Question number 5. In the diagram 6.60, AD is a median of triangle ABC and AM perpendicular to BC. So let us draw the diagram first. ABC, AD is the median and AM drawn perpendicular to BC. Now we have to prove that there are three subdivisions. The first one is to prove AC square equal to AD square plus BC into DM plus BC into DM plus BC by 2 the whole square plus BC by 2 the whole square. Generally, in such problems, whenever the perpendicular involves, we have to think of perpendicular involves as well as the square. So we have to think Pythagoras theorem only. So here they written AC square and AD square only. Here they written AC square and AD square only. So let us take the two triangles. One is ACM, another one is ADM. These two are right triangles. So we have to consider these two triangles only. One is ACM right triangle, another one is ADM. So first let us take ACM triangle. Proof. In triangle ACM, we have AC is hypotenuse, therefore AC square equal to AM square plus MC square, AM square plus MC square, but MC square equal to MD plus DC the whole square, MD plus DC the whole square, that is AM square plus MC means MD plus DC the whole square. But since AD is a median, we have BD equal to DC equal to BC by 2. Now given AD is a median, therefore BD equal to DC equal to BC by 2. BD equal to DC equal to BC by 2. So AM square plus DM plus, instead of DC we can write BC by 2 the whole square, BC by 2 the whole square, that is AM square plus here DM square plus BC by 2 the whole square plus 2 into DM into BC by 2. Here we can cancel this, that is equal to, now this is, say this is 1, but in triangle ADM we have AD square equal to AM square plus DM square, AM square plus DM square, say this is 2. So here we have AM square plus DM square. So substitute 2 in 1. So this is first equation. So substitute 2 in 1. So we have LHS is AC square. So AC square equal to AM, instead of AM square plus DM square we can write AD square. So this is AD square plus BC by 2 the whole square, BC by 2 the whole square plus 2 into DM into BC plus DM into BC. This is what we have to prove. So AC square equal to AD square plus BC into DM plus BC by 2 the whole square. Hence proved. The same way you can prove the other two subdivisions 2 and 3. So, taking either these two triangles or these two triangles. So, second adding, so the result, the first result is this one and the second result is another one. So, adding first result and the second result, you will get the third result. Okay. So, in the for the second result, you take these two triangles ABM and ADM, these two triangles, and you can easily prove this. Question number 6, prove that the sum of squares of the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal to sum of the squares of its sides. Let us draw a parallelogram. The naming is up to our wish. A, B, C, D. Join the diagonals BD and AC. To prove AC square plus BD square, AC square plus BD square equal to AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square or AD square. The sum of the squares of the diagonals is equal to the sum of the squares of the sides of a parallelogram. Now, ABCD is a parallelogram. Here, so the square involves. So, we can use Pythagoras theorem only. There is no similarity of triangles involved here. So, we have to use Pythagoras theorem and we need perpendicular. Therefore, let us produce BA. Let us produce BA to some point E. To some point E. Draw perpendicular to from D to BA. Let it meet at E. So, draw one perpendicular DE to BA when produced. Also, draw another perpendicular AF from A to DC, from A to EC. Now, consider the triangle. Here there are some right angle triangles. One is ADE, another one is ADF, another one is BDE, another one is ACF. So, these are all the right angle triangles. First of all, ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore, the opposite sides are equal, that is AB equal to DC, AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC, AD equal to BC. In some places we need to replace this in order to bring the result. So, let us first consider triangle ADE. In triangle ADE, we have AD is a hypotenuse because angle E is 90 degree. Therefore, AD square equal to DE square plus AE square, DE square plus AE square. Say this is first result. And in triangle BDE, so take the whole triangle. In triangle BDE, we have BD square equal to DE square plus BE square, DE square plus BE square. This is DE square plus BE square means BA plus EA, that is BA plus EA the whole square, that is equal to DE square plus BA square plus EA square plus 2 BA into EA, BA into BA into EA. Say this is second result. Now consider the triangle ACF. This is a right angle triangle. Consider the triangle ACF. We need AC square also. So in triangle ACF, in triangle ACF, AC square equal to AF square plus FC square, AF square plus FC square. Say this is 3. Now we have to prove one more thing, that is in triangle AED, in triangle AED and triangle AED means and DFA, triangle DFA, that means see BA, that is BE and DC are parallel, therefore it is AD is a transversal. So we take these two, clearly we know that these two angles are equal, therefore we are taking A one angle and perpendicular to another angle AED. So this angle equal to ADF, so I have taken like that DFA. So DFA angle angle EAD equal to angle FDA, angle FDA. This is alternate interior angles, and also angle AED, equal to angle DFA. This is each 90 degree, and AD equal to AD common, AD equal to AD, this is common. Therefore by AAS similarity, these two triangles, that is triangle AED congruent to triangle DFA by AAS congruency, AAS congruency. Therefore EA equal to DF, therefore EA equal to DF. So we need board next. So let us rub the board and start with another one. Adding 2 and 3, adding 2 plus 3. Why 2 plus 3? This is AC square and this is BD square. So in this proof we have to prove the sum of the squares of the diagonals. So 2 plus 3 means AC square plus BD square equal to, what is AC square? AC square equal to AF square plus FC square plus BD square means DE square plus DE square plus AB square plus EA square plus 2 AB into EA. We need to replace, that is we have to bring that is AF square plus FC square plus DE square plus AB square plus EA square plus 2AB into A. Now AF equal to ED because these two are congruent. So by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So AF equal to ED. So replace AF by ED. So replace AF by ED square and plus FC. FC means DC minus DF. DC minus DF. What is DF? DF is nothing but EA. So FC means DC minus DF, where DF equal to EA. So it is DC minus EA the whole square and plus the remaining part DE square plus AB square plus EA square plus 2AB into EA. That is equal to, now ED square, that is ED square plus EA square equal to AD square. ED square plus EA square. ED square plus EA square equal to ED square plus EA square equal to AD square. So here we can write AD square plus write AB square plus AB square plus DE square, that is DE square plus here it is DC means CD square plus EA square minus 2 CD into EA plus 2AB into EA. So AB is nothing but CD or DC. AB equal to DC. So AB equal to DC. So this can be eliminated. So CD can be replaced by AB. So minus 2AB EA plus 2AB EA. So we can cancel these two because CD equal to AB. So let us write the remaining part. This is AD square plus AB square plus DE square plus EE square. DE square plus EA square here. So DE square plus EA square is again AD square. That is again AD square. The remaining part is CD square. That is equal to AB square plus, for one AD we can replace BC. AD equal to BC. Therefore write for one AD BC square plus AD square and plus CD square. So hence proved. So the sum of the squares of the diagonals equal to the sum of the squares of the sides. Next question number 7. In the diagram 6.61, two chords AB and CD intersect each other at a point P. So prove that two subdivisions given. Let us first complete the diagram. AB and CD. AB and CD intersect each other at P. So they join AC and DB. So we need to prove first subdivision, triangle APC similar to triangle DPB, and second one AP into PB equal to CP into DP. Consider these two triangles, those only we have to prove they are similar. So triangle in triangles, proof. Let us join BC, join BC. Construction join BC. Now in triangle APC and triangle DPB, we know that angle subtended on a chord are equal. That means CAP, angle CAP equal to angle BDP, CAP angle equal to BDP. So these two angles are equal because in a circle the angle subtended on a chord are equal. So we have studied in the 9th standard. So these two are equal, and also angle APC equal to DPB because these two are vertically opposite angles. So and angle APC equal to angle DPB, vertically opposite angles. Here angles subtended on a chord of a circle, subtended on a chord of a circle. So they are equal. Therefore, by AA similarity criterion, these two triangles, that is triangle, the first subdivision triangle APC similar to triangle DPB. Since these two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are proportional. Accordingly, we can write AP divided by DP equal to CP divided by BP. By cross multiplication, we have AP into BP equal to CP into DP. So that is what we have to prove. AP into PB equal to CP into DP. So second one also proved. Question number 8 in the diagram 6.62. Let me first draw the diagram. AB and CD of a two chords AB and CD of a circle. So let us draw two chords from an external point. AB and CD are two chords, intersect each other at the point P. When they produce outside the circle. Prove that. To prove first subdivision triangle PAC similar to triangle PDB, the second subdivision PA into PB equal to PC into PD. Now they joined AC also. Here consider ABDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. First, ABDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, the exterior angle is equal to the opposite interior angle, that is here. So one exterior angle is equal to opposite interior angle, that is angle PAC angle in triangles. So first let us consider these two triangles. In triangles PAC and PDB, in triangles PAC and triangle PDB, the angle PAC is equal to angle PDB, angle PDB, that is exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle. So we have studied earlier, and angle APC equal to DPB, angle APC equal to angle DPB, angle APC equal to angle DPB, because it is common, that is angle P equal to angle P, it is common. Again by AA similarity criterion, we have triangle PAC similar to triangle PDB. PAC, this triangle is similar to triangle PDB, the bigger triangle. By these two angles are equal, therefore these two are similar because of AA similarity, by based on AA similarity criterion. Since these two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. Therefore, PA by PD, PA by second subdivision, PA by PD equal to, from the question itself we can write PA by PD equal to PB by, that is PC by PB, PC by PB. So I have taken from the question itself. So here PA, so if PA taken means here we have to take PD, PA by PD equal to PC by PB, PA by PD equal to PD by PC by PB. By cross multiplication, it is PA into PB equal to PC into PD, PC into PD. So this is the proof we are given. So we have proved this. Question number 9. In the diagram 6.63. So let me draw the diagram first. ABC 6.63. D is the point on the side BC of triangle ABC. So D is the point on the side of triangle ABC such that given BD by CD equal to AB by AC. So to prove that AD is a bisector of angle BAC, that is AD is a bisector of angle BAC, that means angle BAD equal to angle CAD. AD is the bisector of angle BAC. We need some construction. Because we are given one ratio, that is BD by CD equal to AB by AC. So we need to construct, that is we can extend, that is produce BA to E, produce BA to E such that AC equal to AE, AC equal to AE. Now up to the length of AC, here this should be produced up to the length of AC. So produce BA to E, sorry here E, such that AE equal to AC. Now join EC, join EC. Join EC. In triangle AEC, in triangle AEC, we have AE equal to AC. AE equal to AC because by construction. Therefore, the angle EAC equal to CAE, angle EAC. So let me write 1, 2 for our convenient. Let me write angle 1 and this is angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Because the angles opposite to equal sides. Here AE equal to AC. Therefore, their corresponding opposite angles are equal. Because angles opposite to equal sides, we are given that BD divided by CD equal to AB divided by AC. It is given. Now replace AC by AE, which gives BD divided by CD equal to AB divided by, instead of AC we can write AE. That is, look at here, BD by CD equal to AB by AE. So by converse of BPT, by converse of basic proportionality theorem, AD is parallel to EC. AD is parallel to EC. If AD is parallel to EC means, so let us write angle 3 and angle 4. Here angle 4 equal to angle 2. Angle 4 equal to angle 2 because these two lines are AD and EC are parallel. AC is transversal, therefore alternate interior angles. And angle 3 equal to angle 1. Angle 3 equal to angle 1 because they are corresponding angles. So B is a straight line and AD and EC are parallel. Therefore corresponding angles 3 equal to angle 1. Corresponding angles. Here 1 equal to 3, 2 equal to 4, but here 1 equal to 2. 1 equal to 2 means 1 equal to 2. Therefore 3 equal to 4. Angle 3 equal to, therefore angle 3 equal to angle 4. Because 1 equal to 2 already we have proved. So 1 equal to 2 means 3 equal to 4. Therefore angle 3 equal to 4. Hence, if angle 3 equal to angle 4 means AD must be the bisector of the angle BAC. Therefore, AD is a bisector of angle BAC. Hence, prove. Question number 10. It is a word problem. Nazima is fly fishing in a stream. The tip of her fishing rod is 1.8 meter above the surface of the water, and the fly at the end of the string rests on the water 3.6 meter away and 2 meter from a point directly under the tip of the rod. Now let us draw the diagram. See, let it be surface of the water and Nazima is sitting here and there is a fishing rod and this is the direct length to the surface, and this is the string. So this is, there are two parts, one is 2.4 meter up to this level, and from here it is 1.2 meter they are given, and this is also the vertical height is 1.8 meter length. So this is also given. Now assuming that her string from the tip of her rod to the fly is taut, how much string does she have out? She have out, that is, they are asking you this distance, how much string she have out. So let me write the name of here. So let A be the initial point of the rod, AB be the rod, and C is the point where the fishing, that is tip of the be on the water, and here the point be D. Okay, in triangle BCD. First part is, let us calculate the length of the string. So in triangle BCD, clearly it is a right angle triangle. BCD is a right triangle, that is because BD is a perpendicular from the tip of the rod, that is B to surface of the water. So BC square equal to BD square plus CD square. BC square equal to BD square plus CD square. BD square plus CD square, that is equal to BD square means 1.8 meter whole square, that is 1.8 the whole square plus 2.4 the whole square. 1.8 whole square equal to 3.24, that is 3.24 plus 5.76, which is equal to 8 plus 1 9, that is 9 meter. Therefore BC equal to positive, taking positive square root, BC equal to 3 meter. BC equal to 3 meter. So this is 3 meter. This is the first answer. We have asked the length of the string is 3 meter. And next, if she pulls in the string at a rate of 5 centimeter per second, what would be the horizontal distance of the fly from her after 12 seconds? So let us consider she is pulling her fly, that is here the Nazima is sitting, consider, and the rod, and now it is the initial position, that is C, B, A, D. If she pulls out some string means the length of the string will be reduced. So let be the new position, that E be the new position of the string. So we have to calculate first what is the length of BE. First, how much she can pull? She pulls the string at a rate of 5 centimeter per second, but she pulls for 12 seconds. So the distance equal to speed into time. We know that distance for the second subdivision, this is distance equal to speed into time. Here the speed into time means that is 5 centimeter into 12 seconds equal to 60 centimeters. 60 centimeter means divided by 100. So we are given in the meter. So let us convert it to meter, that is 0.6 meters. So the distance is 0.6 meter. But already we have the length is 3 meter. So 0.6 meter is pulled out. Therefore the required distance BE equal to that is 3 meter minus pulled out meter, that is 0.6 meter, that is 3 minus 0.6 equal to 2.4 meters. So this is a new position, but they are asking you the horizontal distance between these two, that is this entire distance. This is nothing but 1.2 meter. Say this is x meter, we have to calculate. So these two, this is the total distance they are asking you, horizontal distance. from Nazima to the new position of the that is string. Now let us calculate. So from the calculation we have it is 2.4 meter and we don't know this, and again it is 1.8 meter only. So in triangle BED, in triangle BED we have ED square equal to BE square minus BD square. ED square equal to BE square minus BD square. BE square minus BD square. BE square equal to 2.4 meter square minus BD square means 1.8 meter square. So already we have calculated 2.4 square means 5.76. 5.76 minus 1.8 means 3.24. Therefore BD square equal to, this is 2.52. 2.52. Therefore now BD equal to square root of 2.52. So you have to use, I used a calculator, that is it is approximately 1.587. Approximately 1.587 meter approximately. So calculate as 1.59. 1.59, even it is more appropriate I think. So 1.59 meter approximately. Therefore the required horizontal distance of tip of the string from her is equal to, that is the horizontal distance equal to, already we have 1.2 plus the distance 1.59 equal to 1 plus 1 2.79 meters. So this is the answer.